Hello, you. It is she who bowls. I am the one who bowls. I am the one who bowls. Fuck, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, isn't it? There you go. You can have that one. You can have that one. Finally got a bunny stream. Welcome. Nice catch. Bunny bowls well, the one who bowls. I got 68 points in the ball tournament, so close to 69. God damn it. Damn it. So close. I would have considered it a win if I got 69. Oh well. Bloody Tuesday, innit? Oi, oi! Come on, England! I can say that because it's Olympics happening right now. Come on, England! Score some fucking medals! You don't understand, Kiri Kilovolt. I am the one who balls. Choo choo Tuesday. Choo choo choo. Choo choo Tuesday. Ahoy, ahoy. No sound alert! Fuck. Sorry, sorry. Sorry. Hang on. I know why. That's why. I fixed it. Hang on. I can make it come back on. History. Here you go.
You don't understand, Kiri. I am the one who balls.
Eerie. That work? That works. There we go. There we go. The one who balls. Balls. Look at me. Look at me. I am the ball now. Oh, if it isn't the one, the only. Eating Mike Tyson's ass. Welcome to the membership. That's an old joke. That's an old joke. Tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. Long as old as rhyme. Eating Mike Tyson's ass. I shed a tear. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Such beauty, such grace. Wow, was that a Kilovolt moment? Wow. My most searched questions? Yes, that's right. I was inspired. You know those like celebrity interviews where they give them a board and they're like, here, we've Googled some questions, peel off the tape and you have to answer them. I stole that idea and I did it for VTubers. Because I'm very original and creative. So basically, what I did was I went onto Google. I went onto incognito mode so that it wouldn't be affected by any like existing profiles or previous searches. And I Googled a bunch of questions about VTubers, like how VTuber, do VTuber, can VTuber, why VTuber, where VTuber, you know, everything. Everything. I did everything. And so I've got a bunch of questions that we're gonna go through together. Now, a lot of you might already know the answer to a lot of these, because I feel like when people Google VTubers, they're doing it because they are completely new to VTuber. Like, they have no idea what a VTuber even is. And so they are Googling. So a lot of the questions are like, you know, things that a VTuber fan would already know, but not necessarily something a normie would know. So I've done like a mix of questions, and hopefully I'll be able to give you guys some insight as well. Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a VTuber. I know, shocking. Oh my god. She's a what? Unacceptable. I can't believe I've been bamboozled like this. I thought she was a dog. Why, VTuber? Why? No! Gasp. Yes, it's true. It's true. I am, in fact, a VTuber. I know. I know it must be a hard pill for you to swallow. But you must swallow. Sorry. You're a what? I'm a wizard, Harry. Next thing you're gonna tell me you're British. British and VTuber, double cringe. Holy shit. Unacceptable, really. My guard! What?
Hello, I am Bonnie Barkswell. Let's answer your questions from the internet. This is pup support _love.
Pup support? There's no puppies. There will be no puppies. No puppies. Finally, my question's answered. Yeah, all of these questions were I love Addo furiously typing into Google, why do VTubers exist? Like there was genuinely one of the top search results was, why do VTubers exist? I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. Why does anything exist? We're getting too existential for me. That's way too existential. Why do we exist on this planet? What is our purpose? Why don't VTubers just be real? Oh my god. What an epiphany. Why does Bonnie Breedswell still doesn't give us pups? There's no puppies happening. There's no puppies. Don't get your hopes up. There are no. Anyway, let me pop on over and we'll answer some questions, shall we? Let's get this show on the road. Come on now. Nope, this one. Yeah, let's pop on over. pop on over. Is that BGM still playing? There is. I just realized I don't have my little BTS cog on this screen. Why is he not here? My little guy. My little fella. My rotten soldier. My good time boy. Current output. Monitor off. Monitor output. Wow, excuse me. Oh, I owe you a sneeze. We're at 40. Actually, we're on 44 sneezes because I remember I sneezed during Minecraft and I couldn't. I had my hands full. Bomb! Look at all these sneezes, guys. We're still not even at 100. We're still not even at 100 sneezes. It's been like almost 4 months. My voice comes and goes. Let me come a bit closer. I think I know why. Let's try that. Is that better? Actually, let me turn my fan off as well. There we go. I was recording something earlier. Annoyingly, I don't know what it is, but when I'm recording in other programs, the microphone is incredibly sensitive, and so I have to turn the sensitivity all the way down. But in OBS, it's not sensitive enough, and I have to turn the sensitivity all the way up. There is no middle ground. There is no in between. So, sorry about that. Anywho, what is sneeze maxing? Good question. However, that is not the question we'll be answering today. Boom! Look at this. Oh, she's a professional. Oh, she's a professional. Don't worry, I'll read them for you. I know you're illiterate. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. What is a Vtuber graduate? Where is Babby from? How is Babby formed? How go get gragnant? Could I be pregnant? You're the one with 88 IQ. Isn't it like 86 now? Aren't we? Is my IQ going down every time I do something stupid on stream? Which is every day. Is the mitochondria the powerhouse of the cell? Am I pregnant? Your IQ resets every stream. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Anyway, like I said, I went into Google and I typed in like a bunch of starting sentences like are VTubers, and then I took all of the questions that were in the top search and I put them in here. Well, actually, I didn't put all of the questions. I put most of the questions that were in the top search into here. Some of the questions were really dumb. Like, are VTubers cringe? Come on, man. What a dumb question. Of course they are. Look at me. Did you really need to Google that? I mean, look at me. Come on. I am cringe, but I am free. I'd argue that anybody who has to Google are VTubers cringe are more cringe than the VTuber themselves. I am cringe, but I am free. Exactly, exactly. So I've already forgotten. My object permanent, I literally have the object permanence of an actual dog, because as soon as you cover something up, I forget what was underneath. I've already forgotten what order these questions are in. I'm also the kind of person to order stuff off Amazon, and then when it arrives, I'm like, oh, it's Christmas. Who sent me something? And then I open it, and it's like weed killer that I ordered like last week. I'm like, oh, that was me. I ordered weed killer. She said, Grandma, no, 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 no. I swear I'm not. So anyway, yeah, it's a fun surprise. Here's the first question. Boop. Oh, okay. We're starting off strong. Are VTubers real people or AI? This is actually quite interesting because I feel like a lot of normies look at VTubers and they're like, ugh, AI is taking over. Look at all these cartoons. They're responding to chat. It's all AI now. There was even I remember, I think it was Gura, she actually won an award in like a mainstream, like streaming award show or something. I don't remember exactly what award show it was, but Gura, you know, the top streamer in Hololive, won an award in like a mainstream streamer award show. And there were a bunch of like normies who had no idea what VTubers were commenting underneath, being like, "Oh, can't believe AI won this award. Like, do they have no shame? Come on, what are we really at a place where you're letting AI win awards now?" Correct. Gura famously is not an AI. So here's the thing about VTubers is that the vast majority of them are in fact real people. There is a real person behind this screen talking to you. I am in fact a living, breathing human being. And the reason that I say most VTubers are real people is that because there are actually a couple, well, a few, there's like a handful of AI programmed VTubers. You know, you've got like Neurosummer is the most famous example. But of course, the developer behind Neurosummer is a real person. Vito is a real person. The Turtle Man is in fact a real person. So yeah. To be honest, if you can't tell the difference between a real VTuber, like a real person talking to you, and an AI VTuber talking to you, I don't know what to tell you, because at the moment it's very obvious. AI is not quite at the point where an AI VTuber could be as realistic as a human being VTuber. So yes, the vast majority of VTubers are in fact real people who just use, you know, anime avatars instead of a face cam or no camera at all. So there you go. Still not sure if Mother is an AI. I've seen Mother around and I am also not sure. I am also not sure. I haven't done enough research on them to find that out. But yeah, I have seen other AI VTubers around. Their name slips my memory. But there is more than one AI VTuber. Neurosummer is of course the most famous example, but I have seen multiple AI VTubers. I think it's an interesting concept. I think it's an interesting gimmick. I don't think we're in any place at the moment where we have to worry about AI VTubers replacing real VTubers, or real people VTubers. But right now it's an interesting gimmick and a fun concept. So I hope that answers your question, anonymous Googler. Should we move on to the next one? Where is it? Yeah. This is a long one. Some of these are actually two questions merged into one. Like, are VTubers real people and are VTubers AI was like two different questions, but I felt like, you know, they warranted being, you know, the same question. So here's another one. Again, kind of two questions rolled into one. Let me get my head out the way for a second. Here you go. Are VTubers idols / why do VTubers debut? Well, the reason I put those two questions together is because the concept of debuting and Japanese idol culture is very closely interlinked. Full disclosure, I am not super well versed on Japanese idol culture. I really don't know that much about it. My impression of Japanese idol culture comes from VTubers. So yeah, I feel like there are idol VTubers, but not all VTubers are idols. I think that in the beginning, when you know, the companies like Hololive, the big companies like Hololive and Sanji first got their start, it was their aim was to create an idol group of VTubers. But now it's sort of become more loose over the years. But there are idol VTubers. There are VTubers who are strictly like, they do idol stuff. And there are VTubers who don't. So if I was to use myself as an example, I don't consider myself an idol VTuber. But if you come to Vexpo in Birmingham on Saturday, the 10th of August, You may get to see me singing up a storm on stage for the very first time, living my idle dream, watching everyone waving their glow sticks in the air. I'm very nervous. I'm extremely nervous. It's my very first time performing on like a stage like that. So I'm very anxious. I'm very anxious about it. But it's something that I've really wanted to do for a very long time. It's been one of my dreams since the very beginning to you know, to try and be an idol. to sing on a stage and perform, and yeah, I'm finally gonna get to, you know, tick that off my bucket list in August. I'm really excited, but I am very nervous. I hope that everybody will be nice to me. So yes, to answer your question. Oh, but also I have the other question, like, why do VTubers debut? And again, it's very closely related to Japanese idol culture. You could argue that VTubing was born in Japan. It was certainly popularized by Japan, and so it follows a lot of the conventions of Japanese idol culture. And from my understanding, now again, I don't know much about Japanese idol culture, but from my understanding, you know, when an idol debuts, it's like a big, you know, it's like a big song and dance. It's like a big thing, you know, it's like a big event. And so, you know, VTubers took that and they've also kind of made it their own thing. So like a VTuber debut, it's kind of changed over the years. It used to be like, it used to be you would have your VTuber debut and that would be your very first stream. And that's still the case for most companies. But for a lot of indie VTubers, they choose to start streaming first. And then, you know, once they've done a few streams, you know, they're saving up money to like host this big event, then they will have like a big debut event and, you know, generate hype that way. So yeah, it is like a first impression type of thing, but you know, it's not necessarily a first impression type of thing. It can also be, you know, VTubers can debut after streaming. And there are a lot of indie VTubers that do that. In fact, I personally think that if you are new to VTubing, you're interested in it, but you want to try it out, I highly suggest first streaming and seeing if you like it first. Because the last thing you want to do as an indie VTuber is, you know, blow all this money on a super expensive model, you know, crazy overlays and setups and music and lore and like 3D and all of that. Streaming, debuting, and then realizing, oh, actually, I don't like this. And I've just wasted a bunch of money. That is my recommendation. If you're new to VTubing and you want to try and get into it, just try it first and see if you like it. Because a lot of times I do see this, and I have seen this a lot over the years, is new VTubers will, you know, save up for like a super beautiful, expensive model with all this gorgeous movement and crazy physics. And they only use it for a couple months. And then they're like, oh, actually, I don't really like streaming. So it's not for me. And it is a little bit sad. I could go into a whole bunch of like a separate thing on like, you know, things you can use if you can't afford VTuber models. Like there's so many different things that you can do. If you're just starting out as a VTuber and you can't afford a VTuber model. There's so many things that you can do. You don't have to come right out of the gate with a bespoke model. Yeah, like some people in chat said you can have a PNG, which is just, you know, a static image. You know, a lot of famous VTubers got their start just being a static image. There's programs like Vroid where you can make your own 3D model and it can still be face tracked like a 2D model can. And you can customize it how you want because it's bespoke to you and it's a free program. And there's also pre-made VTuber models that you can buy for fairly cheap. Like I've seen some VTuber models go for as low as like 30 quid or $30, I suppose. You just gotta know where to look. And you can also go like the 3D model route. Like I know a lot of VTubers got their start, you know, through buying a 3D model on Booth. You know, a lot of them got their start in VR chat. And so they would buy like a VR chat model off Booth and they would start streaming with that. There's a lot of different options. So that is my recommendation. Don't pay for a huge, huge, huge debut until you've tried it first, until you know that you are gonna enjoy streaming. Save your money. Absolutely save your money. I'll put out a free model for people to play with also. Yeah, exactly. There's also free VTuber models. You know, I've seen a lot of free VTuber models. I believe Onigiri has a free VTuber model of her mascot. Alicia has a free VTuber model of her mascot. Vienna has a free VTuber model of her mascot. You know. So just try it. Can you create a 3D model in Blender? Absolutely. You can create anything in Blender. If you know 3D, make a VTuber model in Blender. Google some tutorials. There are so many tutorials on how to make a 3D model in every medium. Like the internet is absolutely flooded with tutorials on how to do things. I remember I was learning how to use Live 2D for the first time. And I just looked up tutorials on how to use Live 2D because I wanted to rig my own model. Before I joined Globie, I wanted to try rigging my own model. And so I just Googled a bunch of Live 2D tutorials and I learned to rig it myself. And it worked great. It wasn't very neat, but it worked. You know, if I'd had more time on it, I definitely probably would have made it neater. But you know, when you're doing things by yourself, why be rushed? Don't be rushed. Take your time. If you're wanting to craft something unique to you, take your time on it. There is absolutely no rush at all. VTubers are not going anywhere. That was another question that I saw on Google a lot was, are VTubers not popular anymore? Is VTubing dead? No. No, no, no. No, 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 absolutely not. Certainly, we're no longer in the golden age of VTubers. I want to say that was about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we had a VTuber boom, and that was like the golden age of VTubing. We're certainly out of that now, but there's nothing to say that there won't be another golden age soon. You know, these things go through a renaissance quite often. When new technology comes out, you know, new things, new platforms, you know, these things will go through a resurgence all the time. But yes, VTubing is definitely not dead. It's certainly not going through a massive boom like it did 4 years ago, but it's not dead. Unfortunately for you, you're gonna have to put up with us for a bit longer. We'll go through these Google questions, and then if you guys have any like personal questions, we'll answer those at the end. Anywho, next one. Ooh! Do VTubers use voice changes? Again, I want to say the same as with idols. Some VTubers use voice changes, but not all VTubers use voice changes. It is completely up to your personal preference.
Do you want to use a voice changer and sound like this? You know, do you want to be a VTuber that sounds like this?
Or do you want to be a VTuber that sounds like this? It's completely up to you.
Personally, I do not use a voice changer except when I'm doing a bit like this. But there are VTubers who choose to use voice changes, and that is absolutely fine. You know, people can use voice changes for a variety of reasons. Maybe they want to disguise their voice for privacy reasons. Maybe they want to change their voice to better match, you know, their model, their avatar, their lore coming. You know, they want it to match better that way. Or maybe they just want to use a voice changer for fun. There's like a billion different reasons that people use voice changes. Revealed that you have a voice changer available. Yeah, of course. I mean, you too could have a voice changer available. You can literally just download one. Now you use a voice changer. Congrats. Does anyone I collab with use a voice changer? Honestly, I have no idea. Honestly, I could not tell you. I have no fucking clue. No idea. But yeah, some VTubers do, some VTubers don't. And this kind of, there was other questions that kinds of fall into this. They're kind of rude questions. It's like, why do all VTubers sound the same? It's like, they don't. They don't. What you did was you looked at two VTubers who sound vaguely similar, and you were like, oh, all VTubers sound the same. I don't think I sound like Iron Mouse. I don't think I sound like Zentreya. I don't even think I sound like other British VTubers. I don't think I sound like Kiri. I don't think I sound like Finn Penrose. I don't think I sound like Hilia Kurayami. It's like looking at two streamers on Twitch who are playing Minecraft and being like, ugh, why do all streamers play Minecraft? They don't. You looked at two streamers who were playing Minecraft. Wild how that happened. Crazy. Crazy how that happened. And the same goes with people who Google, oh, why do VTubers talk in a high-pitched voice? Not all VTubers talk with a high voice. Not all people have a high-pitched voice. Some people have a low-pitched voice. Crazy. Crazy. Me, for example, I don't have a high-pitched voice. My voice is very, you know, pretty low and husky, in my opinion. Well, I guess it's kind of middle. It's kind of middle of the road. My voice is not really deep like this. It's kind of middle. But also, it's not like this. I'm very mid. I'm mid. You like ask the same question if you go on, you know, if you watch streamers on Twitch. You know, do you watch two VTubers on Twitch who like sound vaguely similar, and you're like, ugh, all Twitch VTubers sound the same. Not VTubers, all Twitch streamers sound the same. It's just silly. Quite frankly, there is a VTuber for everyone. I'm fully aware that there's some people who don't like my voice, and that's fine. You know, if you don't If you don't like the sound of a VTuber's voice, you don't have to watch them. Find a VTuber whose sound that you do like, whose content that you do like. There's not just one VTuber in the world. There's thousands. Thousands and thousands of us. We are legion. You can't escape. So there you are. They're a plague. Ew. We're taking over. We do another one. Boop. Oh! Now here's the hot question. Do VTubers make money? Do VTubers get paid? Thankfully, I get paid. I do indeed get paid. I do indeed get paid. And, you know, before I joined Globie, I also got paid. Now we could start from like, okay, so most agencies, most of the big agencies at least, they will pay you in some form or another. Some agencies choose to take a cut from, you know, from whatever you earn. Some agencies, you know, will pay you like a salary. Some agencies, you know, will maybe not take a cut, but they will help you, you know, in other ways, like with sponsorships or whatever. It depends on the agency, how they operate. But if you're an indie, it's a little bit different. So when you are just starting out as a VTuber, as an indie VTuber, most of the time it will be a long time before you get to the point where you will be monetized. So it may take a while to get Twitch affiliate or YouTube partner. And that's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of the beast. It's gonna start out small, and you have to be prepared for that. But you don't just have to make money from streaming platforms. There is a myriad of other ways that you can make money. For example, if you do NSFW content, maybe you could, you know, maybe you could do an OnlyFans. If you know, Patreon and sites like Patreon are a really good way to offer almost like a members only content without having memberships unlocked on YouTube. So use, you know, additional resources to your advantage. You know, encourage people to join your Patreon for like behind the scenes stuff or extra videos, or if you're an artist, you can like post your art there. Yeah, Ko-Fi. You know, there is like a billion other websites that you can use to supplement your streaming income. And then once you're in a position where, okay, your channels are big enough to be monetized, you'll start earning income from ads and donations. You know, you don't have to be any kind of affiliate or partner to have a Streamlabs or a Stream Elements. You can take donations through there. And then once you start getting bigger, you can start looking towards sponsorships and partnerships and deals like that. So yes, VTubers, like any other content creator on the internet, do make money, and they should get paid accordingly. So yeah. And you know, if you do make it big, you know, if you do suddenly become extraordinarily viral, well, you can look forward to a nice paycheck. But until until that point, be prepared to use everything to your advantage. Be as resourceful as possible. That is my suggestion. I think you can also be monetized on TikTok, actually. You know, if you want to make TikTok content, you can be monetized on TikTok. They have like a creator program, I think. You can get paid on TikTok. You know, there's like a billion websites out there. Just choose a website that you like and go and make money. That is what I suggest. Next. Wait. Now here's a question. Are VTubers allowed to date? This again stems from idol culture in Japan, where some instances of idol culture in Japan some agencies of idol culture in Japan would not allow their idols to date anyone. Because, you know, it would cause controversy, you know, in Japan, like an idol is supposed to be like everyone's idol. And so if you are seen dating someone, you know, you wouldn't be everyone's idol then. You would be, you know, you would have one special person. I don't agree with this, obviously. I think it's toxic as hell. But in the terms of VTubers, I think the same thing applies as above. Some VTubers date. Not all VTubers date. Some VTubers are very open about dating, and some VTubers are even dating other VTubers and they do stuff together, and that's cute. Some VTubers are, hang on a second, wait for it. Hope you're sitting down, buckle up. Some VTubers are married with children. What the fuck? You mean they're real people with lives outside of VTubing? Shocker. Are some even holding hands? Damn right. Damn right. Impossible. And I do know that even some agency VTubers, they are allowed to date. You know, their agencies don't enforce on them. Okay, oh, you're not allowed to date anyone, otherwise we'll kick you out. A lot of agencies don't have that kind of clause in them. Because frankly, it's nobody's business but your own. So you do you. If you're already dating someone and you're like, oh, but I'm already dating someone so I can't become a VTuber. Doesn't mean anything. You can still be a VTuber. You can tell whoever you want that you're dating. Or you can tell nobody that you're dating. It's nobody's business but your own. So yeah, that's my opinion! It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. An opinion on the internet. I know, right? Disgusting. Disgusting. So yes, are VTubers allowed to date? Depends who you are. But in my opinion, VTubers should be allowed and are allowed to date. That's my opinion. Plus, I think it's cute as hell. I think it's cute as hell when VTubers like date each other and they do stuff together. Fucking adorable. I love that shit. Happy couples? Give me more, please. I'm miserable. And I wish to live vicariously through you. I dated a VTuber once. Her name was Hatsune Miku. My wife? My wife, Miku? Our wife? Fine. I guess I'll share. Our wife. You can't cuck me. I'm the cuck master. Get back on your couch. Back to the cuck chair with you. You can have her on weekends. Oh my god. Alright, next. Wait. Oh! To all of the iPad kids currently in chat being like, do a face reveal, show your face. This one's for you. Can VTubers show their face? Depends who you ask. Some of them do. There are a lot of VTubers that do face reveals. There are a lot of VTubers who do face cam streaming and VTubing streaming at the same time. There's so many. There's even some agency VTubers that do face cam streaming and, you know, VTubing streaming at the same time. But yes, it does depend on the organization. A lot of organizations, they may prohibit this. And some VTubers choose not to of their own free will. Some VTubers don't want to show their face. And that's fine. No skin off your back. Doesn't matter. It's not that deep. You want to know why? I mean, there's a million reasons. But at the end of the day, none of those reasons matter. Because they just don't want to. And that's something that you have to accept. That's something that you've just got to suck it up, buttercup. And in like a similar vein, another hot searched question was, are VTubers ugly? Let me tell you guys. Okay, here's a secret. Here's a secret. I've been honored and very privileged to meet a lot of VTubers IRL. I've met a lot of my VTuber friends IRL. Let me tell you guys, every single one of them, literally the hottest people I've ever met. I don't know what it is about VTubing that attracts just hot people. Every single one of them is hot as fuck. Proof? Go on any VTuber that also shows their face. They're all hot. They're all hot. Like, it's very bizarre. Even the VTubers who don't show their face, they're all crazy hot. It's very strange. It's very bizarre. You know, people look at VTubers and they automatically think, oh, they don't show their face because they're ugly. Ugh. Bro, you have no idea. They're all weirdly hot. They're all weirdly hot. It's very strange. I don't know what it is. But you know, it doesn't matter either way because it's their decision at the end of the day. Right? I look forward to meeting all of my VTuber friends because I get to bask upon their beauty and hold their hand and hug them. I'm very blessed. Next time I see a hot person, I will assume they're a VTuber. Honestly, you might not even be wrong. I feel like also the VTuber market is so saturated that if you went to like an anime convention and you see a hot person, I guarantee you they're a VTuber. I guarantee you they're a VTuber as well. So yeah. We got a bit off topic, but yes, VTubers can show their face if they want to, and if their company permits them to. Are there hot VTubers in globie? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're looking at one. So yes, if you're new to VTubers and you automatically see, you know, an anime avatar, and you go to type in chat, face reveal, show me your face, do a face reveal. No. Not unless they want to. I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's like, it's kind of like going into a restaurant, going up to like someone who's eating their dinner and being like, eat broccoli, do it, eat broccoli, do it now, eat the broccoli now. They don't have to eat the broccoli if they don't want to. It's their meal. Let them order what they want. They'll eat broccoli if they want to eat broccoli. Broccoli is good. Broccoli is good. I do like it. If someone ran up to me and said, eat broccoli though, I would be immediately put off. And it would make me not want to do it more, out of spite. Rocky Barkswell. I actually genuinely love broccoli. Unironic, it is my favorite vegetable. Broccoli is my favorite vegetable. I love it. Yeah. To be honest, the people that do say those things are most likely a child. If you're a VTuber and you get someone in chat being like, show your face, just ban them. Just ban them. They're not worth it. Don't even waste energy replying to them. Anyway. Do VTubers have other jobs? Depends who you ask. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them, the lucky ones, get to do VTubing full time. Me, on the other hand, I'm afraid I have to continue working on the airship until I can afford to quit. Having one job in this economy, right. You know, it like there's so many VTubers, like everybody has completely, you know, different circumstances. Some VTubers, including agency VTubers, even some agency VTubers still have like a full-time job outside of their agency job. You know, a lot of indies choose to do VTubing on the side of the actual like day job. I'm one of those people. I have a day job and I do VTubing on the side. But one day, good zipper, thank you. But one day I hope that I can quit my day job and do streaming full time. But I'm not going to do that until I am confident that I will be able to support myself solely off of content creation. And we are making progress. We are making progress. For the first time in a long time, I really feel like that this could very soon potentially become a full-time job. We're not there yet, but we're making steps, and that really fills me with a lot of hope. That really fills me with a lot of hope. Have confidence. No confidence. Hit that back, bunny. The tubers walk among us, blending into society. It's like the other day we were talking about furries and how like the IT professionals and engineers and like biomedical scientists, they walk among us.
So you saying you need more money? _love.
Kari,
Love.
thank you for the 2. Among us. Do 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 do. Sus. Sus. So yeah, that's my point. Do VTubers have other jobs? Yes, I'm. Depends who you are. That's it for page 1. But I got a second page, baby. Damn right. I came prepared. I've got so many questions. I got so many questions. Ooh, a page 2. Ooh, more secrets. Oh, okay, we're getting technical now. How do VTuber models work? Well, buckle up, because this is going to be a long one. But 2. James, thank you for the 2 and the Amogus. Witchcraft, magic. It depends on the kind of VTuber that you... Like VTuber... how should I say it? Medium. It depends on the medium. But 3D and, you know, live 2D VTubers, like what you see here, I'm a live 2D VTuber. And also 3D VTubers, they work through face tracking technology. And it used to be, you know, before we made leaps and bounds in technology, that the only way that you could do face tracking technology is if you had fancy cameras and you drew dots on your face and, you know, you wore a crazy suit. But now it can all be done if you have an iPhone 10 or above, and also some other, I think some other, you know, some other brands of phone will also have a similar face tracking technology. Maybe some Android ones, I'm not sure. It can all be done with your phone. And that's what's made VTubing so hugely accessible now. So yeah, that is how you see me move. And the same goes with 3D VTubers. You know, it does depend on what program they're using, but if they're doing face tracking, more often than not, it will be done with like, you know, face tracking with a phone. And, you know, if they have full body tracking, it can be done with, you know, there's like suits you can buy. Or if you don't have suits, you can do it with a what's it called? A VR headset and VR trackers. Cody! You know, don't get into a suit like Iron Man. Or, you know, there's also like some cameras now. You know, there's technology now where some like just webcam can pick up like hand and full body tracking movement as well. So every time that there's like a big leap in technology, it just makes VTubing more and more accessible to everyone. Oi, oi. So I hope that kind of explains how VTuber models work. Maybe. There are some outliers to this, but the vast majority, you know, will do it through face tracking technology, which can be done with various applications that you can get on the App Store with your iPhone. In fact, some of these applications are free or will have like demos. So like you could just download it for yourself and like see for yourself. Try it out. Like get a, you know, you get the free demo of VTube Studio. Use the free models that it comes with. Download it on your phone and fuck around. See how it works for yourself. That is how VTuber models work. Where are we now? Here. How do VTuber agencies work? Whoa! Hello, I'm an agency VTuber. If you didn't know, Globie is an agency, and I am a VTuber under that agency. A big one. VTuber agencies work in different ways. Just like, you know, each company works in different ways. Each, like, real life company works in different ways. So there is no blanket like statement really, but the general, you know, the general gist of a VTuber agency is they, gosh, I can't even say it. Like, I was gonna say like they provide a model for you, but there's also agencies that like take on existing VTubers. It's hard to explain because each agency has like a different way of running. But basically, it is a company and you are a VTuber under that company is probably the simplest way to put it. That's probably the easiest way to put it. Now, if you are wondering what each company offers, then I suggest you look into each company's like audition requirements individually, because each agency has a different business model. Some agencies will hire talents and they will give you a VTuber model, and that is the VTuber model that you will use. Some agencies will hire existing VTubers and you will join under that agency with your existing VTuber model. It depends entirely on the agency. So it's kind of a more complicated question to answer than, you know, oh, all VTuber agencies do this, because they're all very different. They're all very different. I feel like the vast majority of VTuber agencies, at least the ones that you will know, you know, the big ones like Hololive and Niji-Sanji will hire talents and they will give them a VTuber model. You know, they give them all of like the overlays and the assets that they need to stream. And in exchange, they will take a cut of your earnings, you know, in order for it to be profitable for them. But there's some agencies that do something completely different. Like the shoujo will, yes, they do that as well. But sometimes they will take a VTuber who is already streaming and they will take them on with their existing VTuber model, or they will like redesign their VTuber model. You know, some agencies don't, like we said earlier, some agencies don't take any cut at all and they just help you with like sponsorships and stuff. It's like a whole can of worms. It's a whole can of worms. I'm watching this in 144p. Your model looks great. Exactly. Every agency has different policies. Every agency has different rules. Every agency has a different business model that they work under. So it's important that if you are thinking of joining an agency, that you really do your research. You look at their requirements. You look at their audition process, you look at their other talents, and you see how they work from there. And you choose an agency that suits your requirements. So yeah. I hope that kind of answers the question. Like I said, it's a lot harder to explain than I thought. I thought it was going to be easy, but actually there's just so many different kinds of VTuber agency that there is no one answer. But, you know, the bulk of it is a company that hires VTubers to work under the company. Ta-da! Next. Oh, I like this question. How do VTuber concerts work? Oh, let me tell you, chat, I am a big fucking nerd when it comes to 3D and full body tracking. I am all up in this concert business. I love this shit. I love this. I am so into this. Yeah, I'm a big nerd when it comes to concerts. VTuber concerts specifically, because usually when you think of a VTuber concert, you've probably seen a VTuber concert that was put on by one of the big companies. And those concerts are like a big operation. It is a very big operation. So usually they will fly the talent out to a motion capture studio. They will have them get all suited up in the weird polka dot suits with all in front of all these big expensive cameras. And, you know, they will do like dancing in the mocap suits. You know, they will pre-record vocals, or, you know, sometimes they will sing the vocals live for like a more authentic experience. A lot of VTuber concerts are pre-recorded because doing them live presents too many issues. So the vast majority of VTuber concerts are done pre-recorded. So they will fly the talent out to a studio. They will get them all kicked out. They will capture the movements. They may even, you know, edit the movements in a 3D program afterwards to make them run more smoothly. They've got 3D modelers to build the stage. They've got, like, you know, VFX to do lighting and effects and stuff. You know, the whole like audio engineering side of it as well. You know, you've got to record your song, you've got to mix it, you've got instrumentals, you've got all of that. And then you put everything in together into one video and you stream that video. And that is usually how the big concerts work. They are a big affair, a big, expensive affair, very expensive. Now, thanks to the increase in more accessible technology, it is possible for indie VTubers to also do concerts, and we are seeing that. Some indie VTubers will do the same, but they will hire everything out themselves. So some indie VTubers will hire out a mocap studio for the day and, you know, all the equipment, and they will do their recording themselves. You know, some indie VTubers have the resources to be able to do that themselves. But there are also ways that you can do it at home. What if I told you that you could put on a Hololive style concert from the comfort of your own bedroom? I can tell you, because I've seen it done. I've done it. I mean, what? Who said that? Like we said earlier, how VTuber models work, there are so many different free assets that you can use. There's like free stages that you can use. There's free programs that you can use to put everything into. You can record your motion with VR chat and VR headsets and trackers. You can pretty much do everything that a big agency concert can do from your bedroom. And I think that's fucking cool. Because all of it is pre-recorded. So all you've got to do is, you know, take your time. Take your time to record your choreography. Find 3D assets or make them yourself. You know, make your stage yourself. You know, record your songs and get them mixed yourself. And then edit it all together into a concert and show it on your stream. And you've done a whole lifestyle concert. It's that easy. There is, of course, some cost involved, but not nearly as much as how much it would cost to fly yourself out to a mocap studio. And, like, you know, as long as it's the same with everything. If you put in a bit of elbow grease, you can absolutely 100% do anything that the big companies do yourself. Anything. You just got to put in a bit of work. So yeah, I'm so passionate about this subject. I fucking love VTuber concerts, dude. I love the whole like 3D element of them. I love it. I'm a big fan. And I love watching indie concerts and seeing how they do it. And like I've toured other VTubers 3D setups, you know, to see how they do things. There's so many like different equipment that you can use. Some people like me, I have VR headsets and VR trackers. So if I was to do full body, I would use my VR trackers. I've been to some VTubers places and they have like the full mocap suit. You know, it depends on what is accessible to you, but you can absolutely make it work. I believe in you. If you want to do a VTuber concert, you can. You can. And you can make it look just as good as the big agencies can. You just gotta put in the work. And take your time. It's not gonna be a rush. Take your time to make everything look perfect and professional. I believe in you. So yeah. Ha-ha! Another subject that I'm very passionate about, people. I feel like the most people asking this question on Google are other VTubers who want to get into doing collabs with people. Now, there are multiple ways to go about this, obviously. Some agencies will require their talents to go through their managers, in order to arrange collabs. Some agencies let their talent organize their own collabs. Indies, the same goes for indies as well. Indies, you may want to contact another talent's manager, or you may want to contact the talent themselves. But my rule of thumb is don't collab with people if you only think it's a business opportunity. I think that in order for a collab to be successful and entertaining, you need to develop a rapport and chemistry with the person that you're collabing with. Yes, it is also a business opportunity as well, but it's not going to be a very good business opportunity if you don't have any rapport or chemistry with the person. If there is someone that you see online and you're like, oh man, they're so cool, I really want to get along, like I think we could get along, I really want to collab with them, take the time to get to know them first. Watch their streams, hang out in their chat, comment on their Twitter, follow them as well. Follow them is a good place to start. You know, and then, you know, maybe they'll follow you back and you become mutual and you interact more. Maybe, you know, you become friends and you get to add each other on Discord, and then you can start like planning collabs together. Take the time to be human to people you want to collab with first. I think that what should be in your mind first and foremost is to make friends and not a collab partner. That's my opinion. Sometimes you'll shoot your shot and it just doesn't work out for whatever reason. Maybe they're an agency VTuber and they're not allowed to collab yet, or you know, maybe you guys just have two different interests or two different personalities, and that's fine. Don't take it personally, because it's exactly the same as trying to make friends in real life. Sometimes you'll meet someone and you just don't get along with them. That's fine. You don't have to get along with everybody, and everybody doesn't have to get along with you. That's just the way the world works. But always, first and foremost, you should aim to make friends and real connections before, you know, thinking, oh, oh, I'm gonna collab with this VTuber, and because they're really famous, they're gonna make me famous too. Wrong answer. Big wrong answer. You should be thinking, oh, this VTuber is really cool. I think we would really get along well. I really want to be friends with this person. They seem really nice. And then maybe in the future we can collab. Collaboration shouldn't be like the end goal. You should connect with humans first. And then, you know, once you start making those friends, you'll find that making other VTuber connections will come much easier because you've started a network of friends and collaborators and people that you can hang out with. Once you start your network, it will grow. Your like everything, your network will start small. Your group of friends will start small. But then maybe your friends have mutual friends and you get invited to a big collab and you do stuff together and you make friends with their friends and so on and so on and so on. And it grows and grows and grows from that. So don't immediately jump on someone and say, please collab with me. It's not how you do it. Because it just comes across as you are desperate for clout. And what you should be doing instead is being friendly and nice to them first. Treat them like a human. Treat them how you would want to be treated. I have a feeling that you would also be weirded out if someone jumped on you and were like, please collab with me. Or maybe you won't. I won't tell you how to live your life. But the vast majority of VTubers, they're looking for friends and connections. I feel like the same answer applies to everything when it comes to VTubing. If you're just starting out being a VTuber, take your time. There is no rush to do any of this. VTubing is not going anywhere. You have all the time in the world to, you know, see if you like streaming, to work hard and get yourself monetized, to grow your channels and have fun. You have all the time in the world to plan big projects like concerts. You have all the time in the world to make friends. Don't rush it. Please be my friend is a little aggressive. Exactly. I don't think I've ever gone to another VTuber and just said, please be my friend. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You wouldn't do that to someone in real life. It would just be kind of weird. If you want to know specifically how I made my friends, I just described it for you. I follow them. I watch their streams. I like take an interest in their interest. I, you know, respond to them on Twitter or whatever. And, you know, if we feel like we have a connection and they feel like we have a connection, maybe they'll follow me back and be like, oh my God, thank you. Like, you seem really cool. You've been supporting me a lot. You've been like talking to me on Twitter a lot. You've been hanging out in my streams. Like, I really appreciate it. I think that, you know, I saw you watching my stream about Valorant. Do you like Valorant too? Like, we should play Valorant together sometime. Like that. You can't force these things. It's got to come naturally. So there you have it. Next. Wait. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat, don't look, it's the G word. Oh no. Wah! Wah! Wah, the G word. Wah! Oh no. Jump scare. Oh no. Black text on white background. Oh no. Judging by my chat's reaction, you may have already established that the G word can be a bit of a traumatic topic for VTuber fans. The forbidden Jew. So to put it simply, a VTuber graduation once again stems from idol culture, where if an idol stops their activities, you know they're not going to be an idol anymore, they're stepping back from doing idol things, it is called a graduation. Because they would be like graduating from their activities, they're graduating from their idol ages. The same thing comes with VTubers. It started out as like an idol thing, and now it's spread across the entire community. And the same thing applies. A graduation is when a VTuber stops their activity. They are no longer going to be that VTuber anymore, or they're not going to be any VTuber anymore. But they are going to stop. They are not doing it anymore, in whatever way. There was also a similar question, like why VTubers graduate, and like all I have to say to that is like, why do people quit their job? For many reasons. Maybe they found a different job. Maybe the work-life balance isn't good. Maybe they want to get paid more. Maybe they want to join a different field of work. Maybe, you know, they were offered a position with, you know, a better role. Maybe they want to quit their job because they want to start a family. You know, there's like a billion different reasons why VTubers graduate. And once again, it is completely up to the VTuber themselves if they want to disclose the reasons why. Some VTubers will graduate because they just don't like being VTubers anymore. Some VTubers will graduate because they got a position in an agency. Some VTubers will graduate because, you know, maybe they can't afford to do it anymore. Because it is a very expensive hobby to have. Some VTubers will graduate for many, many, many reasons. The exact same reasons that you can think of why people quit their jobs is the exact same reasons why VTubers graduate. So now you know. And yes, some graduate, some do graduate and then come back. Sometimes VTubers graduate and then whatever happened behind the scenes didn't happen, and they come back and they're like, hey, I'm back. There's like a million different reasons. But again, it's up to the VTuber to disclose whether or not if they want to say why they graduate. Don't force them. And don't be weird, and don't like go into other VTubers' chats. Don't go into their friends' chat and be like, why did so-and-so graduate? Don't be weird. You wouldn't do that to someone who quit their job. But you wouldn't go to their co-workers and be like, why did so-and-so quit their job? Weird. Don't do that. Try to act normal chat level. Yep. Chat, try to be normal. I know it's hard for you. But yeah, VTuber graduations can be a very sad thing for VTuber fans, especially, you know, fans who got really attached to a VTuber. You know, it is sad when they announce that they are no longer going to be doing stuff with that VTuber anymore. And so a lot of fans, you know, how would I liken it to? I don't even know what you would like liken it to. But yeah, I've had friends graduate all over the shop. I've been doing this for so long. So long. I've been doing this for years. And, you know, I've seen people come and go all the time. It's just the nature of the beast. And it is sad. It is sad. I have lost track of friends over the years because they've graduated. they're all friends who, you know, I collabed with and, you know, talked with regularly, and then they graduate and we just lose track. It is sad. And it's sad for the viewers as well. You're welcome. But I hope that answers the question. Oh! How do VTubers move their avatars? Oh, I feel like I already answered that question. I feel like I already answered it. Magic. Do I keep contact with VTubers that graduate? If they want to. If they want to stay in contact. I almost want to say it's similar to when you were in school and you were about to finish school, all of those friends that you made friends with in school, some of them move away, go to different schools, and you lose track of them. Some of them stay nearby and they want to stay in touch and you still hang out all the time like you used to. Some of them move away, but you know, you have their contact details, you can still like message them or whatever. It's just life. It's just life. Ah, yes, school, friends. True. We're on to the last question, and then I'll answer some of your questions in chat. Can VTubers be guys? Yes! Next question. Yes, VTubers can be literally anyone. Anyone. Hi, welcome. Anyone. VTubing, I want to say, is the most inclusive activity. Because you could literally be whatever your heart desires. I'm a dog. I'm a steampunk dog. I've seen a VTuber who is like the embodiment of a plane, a truck, horses, sea cucumbers, jellyfish. I've seen VTubers who are just normal humans and VTubers who are like full furry. There is everything in between. Everything, everything. If you can dream it, it's probably a VTuber. If you can dream it, it's probably a VTuber. Normal humans. Honestly, like I feel like VTubing has just become like so imaginative and creative that finding just a VTuber whose lore is like, I'm just a person, is actually really hard to find. So you're saying my nightmare is a VTuber so much? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just a guy. Just a dude. Literally anything. What animal am I? Take a guess. What do you think? So yeah, I really like that about VTubing is you can literally be anything. Literally anything. If you can dream it, you can become a VTuber of it. You want to become a VTuber of a fucking pencil? You can. You want to be a VTuber of, like, the god of space-time? You can. You want to just be a little guy? You can. You want to just be a little fella? You can. Tennis ball? Absolutely. I've seen all kinds of VTubers. Everything under the sun. Trust me, I have seen it. Just a little guy. Are you a dog? Do I look like a dog? Yeah, there's VTubers whose models are plain. There's a VTuber called Truck-chan, who is, you know, the isekai truck, but she's a VTuber. I've seen VTubers who are just like eggs with legs, slime VTubers, all kinds, all kinds. If someone can be an orange VTuber, you can really be anything. Yep. Gundam VTuber. Oh yeah, there's loads of Gundam VTubers. There's loads. Transformers VTubers. Like superhero VTubers. Comic book VTubers. Literally anything. It is the most inclusive thing that I can possibly think of. Because you can literally be whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You can sound however you want. You can do whatever you want. It is just all about being creative and not giving a shit what normies on the internet say about you. You've just got to have a little bit of thick skin, because you will get people coming in and saying, why are you doing that? That's weird. Why do you sound like that? Play this game. Do a face reveal. You have to have a little bit of a thick skin to deal with people like that. But who cares? Who cares? You're having fun. You're doing what you want to do. And you're doing it the way you do it. Why do you care about one guy in chat being like, me, 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 me? They literally don't matter. Just block them and continue having fun and doing your thing. It's not that deep. When you get to my age, literally nothing matters. You're welcome. When you get old enough, you start to realize that nothing really matters. Nothing's really that deep. The world is a big place and life is short. Nothing really matters. Ag wisdom. Got really itchy nose. Oh. At the end of the day, all that matters is you and your happiness. So there you have it. To realize this, the old age of 22, don't say that. Don't say 22 is old. Anyway, I will now be taking questions from the audience. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Any questions from the audience, I shall now be taking them. If anybody in chat has any questions that they would like answered, I will gladly answer them now. Hardest part of your job? Ooh. Probably... Honestly, I have a lot of trouble thinking of things to do. Like some days I'm just like, man, I don't know what to do this week. And I'm like, what do I do? It's kind of like when you have that like Netflix paralysis, when there's so much to watch, you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to watch. That's probably the hardest part for me. Benry, thank you for the 2. Ever voice acted?
Would Bonnie accept Hug and Cuddles IRL event?
No, because you wouldn't know I was there. You wouldn't know I was there. Because I'm anonymous and invisible. Ever voice acted? I've never voice acted. Would I like to? I mean, sure. Sure. I'm not very good at it. I'm certainly not a voice actor. But you know, if someone came up to me and they were like, we really, really, really want you to voice act in this thing. We only want you and nobody else. We don't care how shit you are. We want you. I would be like, yeah, let's do it. What else? What breed of dog am I? I'm a golden retriever. An old one. I'm just a senior dog. A senior dog. We need to voice act this tag. Only Bonnie can do it. Hey. Do I have a green thumb? Could we ask VTuber related questions? This whole stream has been about VTubers and VTuber related questions. No, I don't have a green thumb. I am very bad at keeping plants alive. Being full-time employed and VTubing, how do you manage your time? Funny joke. Good one. With great difficulty. For me personally, I work full-time 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And I do VTubing anytime that I can after work. So some days I'm just too tired to stream or do anything VTuber related. I'm too tired to plan anything. I'm too tired to reply to emails because work is really draining. There's some days where I literally don't do anything at all. I just like sleep or play like a video game or watch something on TV. But, you know, once you kind of get into a bit of a consistent rhythm, you will kind of, you know, kind of fall into it. So consistency, I feel like, is the most important thing when you are working VTubing around your day job. Try and find a time that works for you and stick to that. Stick to it as much as you can. If you can only stream for 1 hour every Tuesday and Thursday, do that 1 hour every Tuesday and Thursday. Just be consistent about it. Does your agency plan your schedules or all up to you? It's all up to me, baby. I choose what to do when I want to do it. I've even like planned my schedule on stream before. Like we've planned my schedule together. Sometimes you guys help me. You guys tell me what you want and I'll do it for you. Happen to work on projects you ended up not liking. I mean, we're all our own worst critics, right? I probably have something critical to say about everything that I do. I probably just am like really negative about everything that I do, but do agencies ask for a minimum stream hours? Some do, some don't. You have to check the audition requirements. A lot of agencies will say up front in their auditions, we are looking for people who are able to stream X number of hours, X number of days per week. And if you cannot commit to that, do not apply for that agency because it is not going to work out for you. If you somehow do get in, they are going to be expecting you to stream X number of hours, X numbers of days per week. And if you can't do it, it is going to suck for you. So instead of choosing an agency, you know, with stars in your eyes being like, oh, I'm going to join this agency and be famous, you know, oh, they want me to stream 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, I can't do that because I have work or school or whatever. But, you know, I really want to join this agency and be famous. And then you get in and lo and behold, you can't commit to those requirements. It's not going to be fun. The goggles come down. They don't, but yours do. Look at this. Do you think the stigma around talking about past lives is getting better or worse? I have like mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I feel like on both hands, I feel like it should be up to the VTuber whose past life is being discussed. I feel like if the VTuber wants to disclose their past life, then it should be okay to talk about it. I feel like it's wrong for people to expose people's past lives if they don't want to expose their past life. PL means past life, so what they were doing before being a VTuber. Whether they were a VTuber with a different company, or whether they were an indie VTuber, or maybe they weren't a VTuber at all, maybe they were an artist or a voice actor, you know, whatever they were doing before that point. I think it should be up to the VTuber. And I think it's disrespectful to, you know, if a VTuber wants to keep it private, I think it's disrespectful to expose it like that. It depends entirely on the VTuber that you're talking about, obviously. Some VTubers are extremely transparent about their past lives. Some VTubers have joined agencies and been like, yeah, I used to be this VTuber, so now I'm here. Some VTubers don't want to talk about their past life for various reasons. And I think respect is important. Respect, first and foremost, is respect. If you happen to find out a VTuber's past life, you know, through the YouTube algorithms, through Reddit or whatever, you happen to find that out, keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. There will always be people who discuss it, but the most important thing is to be respectful. What else? Do agencies restrict collabs with Flash streamers? I can't think of any that do. I mean, I don't know what every agency's, like, you know, back-end rules are, but I can't immediately think of an agency that restricts, you know, keep, like, collabing with people who aren't VTubers. We've seen it happen a lot already. Any advice for VTubers who are trying to grow their brand? Ooh. Good question. I'm also trying to figure that out. My approach is to try whatever, throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And once you've figured out what sticks, fucking go all in on that shit. Experiment. Try different things that you're interested in. Put in the work, the time, the effort to, yeah, innovate. Be creative. Try lots of different things. And, you know, even if you don't like it, well, obviously don't do it if you don't like it. That's like rule number one. Rule number one, don't do it if you don't like it. Don't become a VTuber if you don't like VTubers. Don't become a streamer if you don't like streaming. What is strictly forbidden for a VTuber to do? Crimes. You know, crimes. Breaking the law. And no. Breaking and entering. Impersonating an officer. Murder. No crime. Fenrir, thank you for the 2.
Drink wine, do crime, remember.
Rewind, do crime. What's your opinion of VTubers who only create pre-recorded content, pre-recorded videos and don't stream? That's still VTubers. VTuber does not mean streamer. You can be a VTuber and just do recorded content. There are lots of VTubers who just do that. You're still a VTuber. You ever hesitate or cancel doing content because others have done it, or any creative content you wish you thought of? Oh yeah, all the time. Sometimes I will like look at a game that lots of people are playing and be like, man, I was kind of wanting to play this game, but everybody's playing it right now, and I don't really have anything to add, so I think I'm just gonna enjoy this game in my private time. That kind of thing. Obviously, like, you know, if you really want to stream something, then you should do it. Don't let your brain worms tell you otherwise. But yeah, for me personally, that does happen. Sometimes it will happen. You get brain worms. That's okay. Everybody gets brain worms. Good night, Dr. Fox. Fenrir, thank you for 2.
Random question, STALKER stream planned?
I don't know what that is. Is that a game? Are we gonna see a cover for me in the future? Maybe working on a little something. Maybe working on a little something. Evan! Evan's my favorite VTuber. Evan's a good example of a flesh tuber who has collabed with a bunch of VTubers. I know someone asked the question earlier, you know, can VTubers collab with people who aren't VTubers? Yeah. Collab with who you want, babe. I've collabed with Evan. Not a VTuber. Yeah, you are. Flesh tuber. A filthy fleshy. Yeah. Speaking of V-singers, I mean, they're cool. I like V-singers. I appreciate V-singers. I follow a lot of V-singers. The V in Evan stands for VTuber. I knew it. Funny. How do you deal with VTuber clubs in different time zones? How do you schedule that? Ooh, time zones are fucking fun. Sometimes a collab just won't work, especially if everybody is all in different time zones. Sometimes it just won't work, and that's fine. But you can, there are things like scheduling tools that you can use to help, you know, help line up the schedules. If you get like a day off, you know, maybe you could start your stream a little bit earlier to kind of accommodate your collab partner or vice versa. You know, you just find a way to work around it. You just schedule it. Sometimes it is hard. Sometimes you might have to wake up really early. Sometimes you might have to stay up really late. Did Evan have an answer for that? Oh yeah, I've seen you use like your little chibi avatar before. Yeah, like Trello. Some VTubers use something called when to meet. When number 2 meet. It's, you know, you just send the link and they pick what days and times they're available and you kind of line it up that way. Yeah. There's like a billion different apps on the internet that you can use. Any more for any more? One thing that I love, and I use this all the time, like I don't schedule anything without it, is Discord hammer time. If you just go on Google and type in Discord hammer time, it will you put in your local day and time of the thing you want to schedule. It will give you a code that you then paste into Discord, and Discord will convert that code into the viewer's local time zone. And it is hugely, phenomenally helpful. I highly recommend it for anybody who's trying to schedule anything over Discord. Hammer time is amazing. So all you have to do is post the link and be like, it's showing in your own time zone. You know, does this day and time work for you? Because sometimes doing maths is hard. I always recommend, you know, any VTuber I come across and be like, please can you use hammer time? Thank you. Please use hammer time because I cannot do maths. I'm just a dog. Please, I'm just a dog. Time zone conversions will always happen. Conversion issues will always happen. Was the dog persona something you came up with, or did globie give it to you? Globie give it to you. I've talked about this before. The Bonnie that you see now is slightly different to the Bonnie that was shown to me first. She had like a white t-shirt and she had like a blue headband. She looked a lot less steampunk. But she was still a dog. And, you know, I asked if I could make some changes. Like I added the goggles to the head. I added like the brown bra. I added like the big boots and the fluffy gloves. So, yeah. Does my tail wag? No. Yes. It wags with my eyebrows. Sounds like a lot less cleavage. Exactly. I was like, hey, listen, I like this. This is super cute. But can we make it more fan service? And they were like, we like the way you think, Bonnie Barkswell. Tell us more. And I was like, could I get my boobies out? And they were like, we like this idea a lot. What else? And I was like, can we put a mole on my boobies? And they were like, yes. They knew. They knew. Yeah, sometimes companies will let you make adjustments to your model. Sometimes they won't. Honestly, I think it kind of depends on the company. It depends on like the time scale, how much time they have to make revisions. It depends on like, you know, the artist's policy. Sometimes artists will not do revisions or they don't allow people to do revisions. It depends. But for me, I got lucky. You know, they let me make revisions. We had time to make the revisions. And it looks good. It looks how I wanted it to look. Sometimes agencies will let you completely design your model from the ground up. Some agencies will give you, they'll be like, okay, so what do you want to look like? And you have to think of an entire design. And sometimes, like me, they will give you like, okay, what do you think of this model? And I'm like, it's cute, but can we make this adjustment? And they'll be like, okay. How long does it take for a VTuber to have a 2.0? It's a long process. I don't know. I don't have a 2.0. I can't answer that question for you. I have no idea. I would imagine it depends on the agency and their resources, or it depends on the indie and their resources. Did you choose your name? Yes, I did. Some people think my name's dumb, but I think it's cute. It's like Barkswell. It's kind of like British. I like Bonnie because it sounded like, oh, it's cute, and also it kind of sounds like something that you would name your dog. I wanted a name that would, you know, kind of sound like you would name a real dog, like Bonnie, come here, Bonnie, come here, girl, like a dog name. And Barkswell, I wanted something that sounded British, but also kind of dog-like. I think if I could go back in time, I would change my last name, because it wasn't until after the fact that I chose my name and, you know, we got everything branded and everything, that I was like, oh, do you know what? I should have given my last name Baskerville, like Sherlock Holmes, Hound of the Baskervilles. I should have been Bonnie Baskerville. Like, that would have been so fucking smart. It's still got a good ring to it, and it's funny. But Barkswell is nice too. I like it. Yeah, you guys can do more puns with Barkswell anyway. Bonnie Big Brain. We name our mascot Baskerville? That's what I thought about naming you guys. But you're the Barkaneers. Or you could be Baskerville the Barkaneer. That would be cute. It could be your middle name. My middle name is Baskerville. It's a little bit weird. You're too fun for such a serious novel. Yeah, I guess. How did I come up with Barkaneers? It's like Buccaneers, which is like, you know, like a nautical terminology, and I work on an airship, so I wanted something that sounded nautical but also dog-like, so Buccaneers, Barkaneers. Smart, right? And the airship being in the Baskerville. That's pretty smart too. I haven't given much thought to what my airship is called, to be honest. It's just a nameless airship. Just an airship. What's the funnest part of being a VTuber or being in an agency? The people. I have a lot of fun with others. I love doing things with people. I love doing collabs. I love talking to people. I love hanging out with them. I love playing games with them. I love making friends and meeting other VTubers and going to events together and hanging out together. I love the people. I love my genmates. The people are good. Also, being creative is good too. I like to be creative. It's a nice change of pace from my day job. My day job involves me looking at a lot of numbers and spreadsheets. It can be a little bit draining.
For VTubers with lore, thoughts on sticking 100% to lore, kayfabe, versus loosely referencing it, if at all?
I think it depends on your personal preference. Some VTubers, you know, very much stick 100% to their lore because that's what they want to do. Some VTubers have lore, but they don't, like, you know, stick to it at all, or they only loosely reference it. I think it's up to everyone's personal preference. For me, I kind of like to tie in my lore in like a sense that it's almost like my real life. Like, oh yeah, I work my day job on the airship. I don't actually work on an airship. I work in finance. But I think it's fun to be like, oh yeah, my day job on the airship. You know, I had a long day on the airship today, guys. So this is the first time I'm getting to sit down and stream. You know, I think it's cute. But it's personal preference. What? Yeah, almost like a code name. My immersion! Sorry, if you're coming to me for immersion, you're in the wrong place. If you want immersion, there are better VTubers for that, I'm afraid. It's so over. Wow, my immersion. Do I have legs this time? What do you mean this time? I have legs all the time. I've always had legs. What do you mean this time? What do you mean this time? I've always had legs. A meet and greet's fun at cons. How do they work? Ooh, yeah, they are super fun. So they usually work. I mean, I've done various meet and greets over the years and they all kind of mostly work on the same concept, which is basically you join a Discord call with, like, you know, the convention computer or laptop or whatever, the convention device. You stream your VTuber model on Discord and they show your model on the device on their end. And, you know, because it's a Discord call, the convention on the other end can then, you know, turn on their webcam and have people speak into a microphone so that you can hear them. It's basically just a glorified Discord call. If you want to know how convention meet and greets work, virtual meet and greets, it's just a glorified Discord call. For the robots that can drive around, do they give you any rules? Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's an expensive piece of equipment. There are going to be rules. For the robots that I've used, you know, they have rules like, oh, the robot is set to go at a specific speed. You know, you only have this amount of time.
As someone who doesn't pay attention much outside of the VTubers I watch, you do a great job standing out. Your social content really pulled me in.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the robots also have handlers with them. They will have a staff member with you, so in case you get stuck or it gets really busy, they will like move the robot out of the way for you. Someone at Offkai asked me to run them over with the robot, and the handler was like, yeah, that's okay. And the guy just laid on the floor and I like ran into him with the robot over and over again. So, you know, if you see the robots at the event, just ask the handler if it's okay if the robot runs over you. They will usually say yes. The robots are extremely light. They can be, you know, the handlers are able to lift them with one hand. They're very light. They go extremely slow. Like, there is very little chance that it will do any physical harm to you. So you can usually ask to be run over by the robot if you want to. I think the only like real problem that people may have with the robot is if it's really crowded and people are not looking where they're going, they could potentially, you know, bump into the robot and trip over. But, you know, in terms of the robot actually doing any physical damage, like it's not gonna happen. They're very light and very movable and very slow. The robot needs bodyguards. Yeah, exactly. Attempted isekai. Hey, he asked for it. I didn't, I didn't ask for him to lay on the ground so I could run him over. He was like, please run me over with the robot. And I was like, okay. For free? I'm waiting for Boston Dynamics to make a full VTuber robot, like the ones that can do like parkour and backflips. That's so funny. And you did it? Yeah, of course. But yeah, those robots are really fun. They're a lot of fun. And like anyone can sign up for them. Quite often, at least the Oshi Live robots that I've done a couple times now, they will have public sign-up forms. So if you're a VTuber, you can just go onto their website, you can pick a day and a time that suits you, and you can get like a 30-minute or 1-hour slot. It's not just limited to, you know, agencies or famous VTubers. It's not like invite only. Anybody can sign up for them. Sometimes agencies will book out a big block of time just for their talent. But the Oshi Live robots that I've driven around, anybody can sign up for them. If you've got a VTuber model, you can sign up for the robot and run around in the robot for half an hour to an hour. If you want to do the robot, I suggest you follow their page and you keep an eye on, you know, what events they're going to and when they open up their application form. And basically all you do is you go on their website, you choose a date and time that you want, and it's booked for you. And then what they do is they will send you instructions on how the robot works, how to set up your camera with the robot, how to control the robot, you know, the things that you can and can't do. And then on the day, they will give you a URL for you to click on. You open it in your browser, you add your camera, and that's how you control the robot. It's very easy and intuitive, and I highly recommend it for any VTuber who wants to do it. Just Aracruz. Yeah, WASD. It's like driving a rover. I burp on command. I cannot. I do not have the power to do that. Do we know what the airship looks like on the outside? Even I don't really know. I mean, I have like an airship on my opening screen. Do you think it's important for a VTuber to make her audience respect limits when joke goes too far or begins to bother them? I mean, if you're not having fun and your chat is like running a joke into the ground and it really bothers you, then tell them. I feel like that's just common sense. You know, like if someone's being mean to you, then tell them to stop or ban them. I know that sometimes it can be like, oh, but my chat is having so much fun. You know, I don't really like it, but you know, they're having fun. But like, it's not fun for you, is it? So why tolerate that? A joke is only funny when it's funny for everyone. A joke at someone else's expense is not a joke. It's mean. Anywho, it's been a couple hours now, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Epic Juggle David 20!
Hey, congrats on
Thank you
30k.
so much.
I was wondering why the sub count jumped so much, but I saw there were 2 very good reasons in that first streams. My question, would you ever implement an in-joke cooldown timer?
An in-joke cooldown timer? I mean, I don't know how I would set that up, but I don't really feel the need to right now. I feel like most of you guys are very well behaved. I put my last vertical stream on subscribers only chat because the first time I did the vertical stream earlier in the week, we had a lot of weird people come in and it was kind of tiring to like moderate them all myself. I don't have mods. I mean, I have my friends who occasionally come in and they'll mod for me, but I don't have like moderators who work for me. So, you know, I feel like putting that on helps because YouTube Shorts attracts a lot of normies and, you know, people who, like iPad kids and, you know, people who don't really know how to behave around VTubers. But sometimes you find new fans through YouTube Shorts, so it's always worth doing. Very good for exposure. You'll find people who stick around. I know that the other girls have mod applications. Some of them do have mods. Personally, I just feel like right now I am okay with moderating by myself and I don't feel the need to have mods. I just don't think it's necessary for me right now. I will certainly consider getting some if, you know, we grow big and like chat just becomes completely unmanageable. But for the most part, you're all very well behaved and I don't really have to moderate a whole lot. You know, I maybe only have to time out 1 or 2 people per stream. And, you know, it doesn't take much effort. It's 2 clicks. So I'm fine as I am. If, you know, I suddenly get a massive influx of really weird people in chat, then of course I'll get someone to help me out. But well, what kind of messages you mod other than the hateful messages? I mean, yeah, the hateful ones, people who spam a lot, people who ask the same question over and over and over again if you don't read their message. Just anybody who's just like kind of being a bit weird. Like if someone in chat comes in and is like, do a face reveal, do a face reveal, do a face reveal, say ara ara, say ara ara, say ara ara, you're just disrupting chat at that point. If I feel like you're disrupting the vibe, I will put you on timeout as a warning. If you continue to do it, I will ban you. If I put any of you on timeout, just know that that was a warning. And the length of the timeout will depend on like the severity. Like if you come in here and you're like being hateful, then I will put you on a 24-hour timeout. And if you come in again, I will ban you. But if you come in and, you know, if you're a regular in chat, I've seen you around, but you know, maybe you said something that was a little bit off color, I will put you on like a short timeout as a warning. I do recognize, you know, a lot of you in chat, so don't think that you're like nameless, faceless individuals that I will just forget as soon as I turn off the stream. I do recognize you guys and I do notice when you're regulars and being like, you know, active in chat. So I do notice these things. Oh yeah, I have nothing against banning people. Like, this is my space. If you're disrupting my space, I don't want you in it. It's as simple as that. Uh-oh, do I need to be worried? Only if you plan on doing something bad, then you need to be worried. But no. If you behave yourself and you follow the rules, you have nothing to worry about. Do you think 1,000 concurrent viewership for a VTuber can be considered a large VTuber? Absolutely, yeah. In my opinion, 1,000 is a very large VTuber. It depends on how big a VTuber you are, because some like really small VTubers see someone who gets 50 concurrent viewers and they're like, wow, they're so much bigger than me. For me, if I see a VTuber who gets a concurrent viewership of 500, I'm like, wow, they're big. 1,000 is like huge. Several thousand, they're like one of the top. It's very relative, yeah. You know, if you're pulling Iron Mouse numbers, then obviously. You want the VTuber to be right, you need two things: good phrasing and good timing. Mm-hmm. Was a good boy like 3 minutes. That me. Being called well behaved by a golden retriever is... You know, you guys follow the rules. You're very, you know the VTuber etiquette. You're all VTuber fans, so you know what you're doing. Even the people who are new to VTubers, like I've had people come in and be like, I've never watched a VTuber before, but I found you, and I like VTubers now. They're all very respectful and they follow the rules. I don't have anything to worry about, so I don't really feel the need to have mods right now. What are the 3 golden rules in VTubing? Like for being a VTuber or for being a fan? Because there's like different rules. Like if you want 3 golden rules for being a VTuber is have fun, be respectful, and don't push yourself too hard. As a fan, be respectful again. Follow the VTubers rules that they set, and a golden rule that I like to set for you guys is don't give me money if you can't afford to give me. I want you to only donate to me if you have the means to and you want to. I don't want to hear any of this, oh, I'm living off noodles and I can't pay rent this month because I gave you £100. I don't want that. I don't want your money if you're going broke for me. I want you guys to be happy and healthy first and foremost. And then if you have extra change knocking around in your pocket, then by all means, I would be happy to take that off. I don't have money, I just make FANART. Exactly. Whoa, Brentica! Why does it say it says gifted 0 members? Thank you for the 10 members.
But noodles taste good.
Well, you can eat noodles if you want to, Mario. Thank you for the 100. Brenticus is back. Oh boy. Thanks, Brenticus. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. And the same goes for any VTuber. If you want to simp for your Oshi, only do it within your means. If you can't afford to do it, guess what? You showing up in their chat, liking their stream, subscribing, retweeting their tweets, it's all free. And you're still supporting your Oshi by doing it. There is absolutely no excuse of being like, oh, I can't support my Oshi because I have no money. Guess what? Show up in chat. Watch the VODs. Like the video. Subscribe. Retweet. Like their tweets. It's all free. The fact
Fellow
that
Europeans help each other financially.
Fenrir, thank you. You know, it doesn't have to be a monetary donation. You can donate your time. You can donate your skills. There are many different ways to support your Oshi. Ace is
I
basically
found
the
some
five.
change between the couch cushions. Sorry, the coins are kinda sticky and crusty.
Ew! Why are they sticky? Ew. I've never spent money on YouTubers like ever. That's fair. That is your money. You use it how you wish. I'm supporting the view count. That does help as well. Can you use for French translation? I don't think I have a lot of French viewers. If I do, then they all are here because they speak English. Because I speak English. I don't think. But I mean, if you're in chat and you want to translate, then that's fine by me. A while ago, we got raided by one of the idol ES girls, and it just so happened that one of my viewers could speak fluent Spanish and was, you know, translating everything I was saying for all of the Spanish raiders that came in. So that was very nice of them. Sound kind of not stable. Probably because I'm further away from the mic now. I'm kind of relaxing a little bit more. Anyway, I really have to end the stream. I really have to end because I have to be up so early in the morning. I have to be up really early in the morning. So, thank you so much everyone for coming and asking some really interesting questions. I feel like, you know, if you come across someone who has a question, feel free to clip part of the stream and send it to them. And hopefully it helps them out. Because that's what I want to be. I want to be helpful. And I hope that if you are thinking of becoming a VTuber, that some of this information helps you as well. So, I am going to send you over to... Where should I send you to? What are you in the mood for? I'm going to send you to Tomoe. Shockwolf, thank you for the 20!
I already bought all the noodles I need.
I'm going to send you to Tomoe Kami from Hawaii. She's playing on the VSMP server. I'm going to send you over to her. Let's do our balls out for Tomoe. Tomoe. Here we go. Balls out for Tomoe, everyone. Thank you even a membership. And I will see you all. No stream tomorrow, but I will see you on Thursday. Thursday, we are going to be doing... What am I doing again? What am I doing on Thursday? Thursday, I'm going to be reviewing UK snacks. So if you're interested in UK British food, please join me on Thursday. I might buy a Tesco meal deal and tell you all about it. And, you know, show you guys some other like quintessential British snack. Oh, oops, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, balls out. Sorry. Balls out for Tom. There you go. My bad. This one. Copy and paste this one instead, chat. There. I can't spell. I'm just a dog. Alright. Everybody have fun over at Tomoe's place, and I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you had fun. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. And if you're a new VTuber, never give up. Okay. See you all Thursday. Bye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.